So welcome back, everyone. I got another newbie. We are live on Facebook. Hi out there. My next guest is Marina Doring, and she's the owner of Creative Continuum. I did it right. I was so nervous about that. First of all, I want you to tell everybody, a little bit about yourself and what you do. Listen up, everyone. This is important.
So I am originally from Boston. I'm a city girl that ended up in the desert by happenstance of the pandemic, which actually was amazing because it had me get to learn the valley and where there were needs in therapy. And there was a huge hole in pediatric services, and that's where I got to scooch right in and get to open my therapy practice and be able to start seeing children and families, and now we see all the way through adults as well.
So children to adults, do you specialize in a certain area?
Yes, so we primarily see what we call neurodivergent individuals. So we specialize in more traditional autism, ADHD, all the way through brain injury, spinal cord injury, sensory processing disorders, and executive functioning needs. And we get to see that through the entire lifespan, not just kids.
Okay, see, a lot of people think that is just a child's, I don't know if you call it a condition, I don't know what you call it, but it isn't. And I think there's a lot more adults that realize that they have it because they weren't diagnosed when they were younger. Is that true?
Exactly. Our evaluation abilities have gotten better. Our research has gotten better. Yes, it's something that still shows up in childhood, but sometimes we don't really know it or recognize it until we're adults. The world asks a lot more of us when we're adults than children, and sometimes it becomes much more in our face then than when we're kids.
Sure. Now, you are rated with the Better Business Bureau.
We are.
You do 20-minute free consultations either over the phone or virtually.
Yes.
And that is important.
Yeah.
It's not just a hello, how are you? It's really more to get to know the therapist.
Yeah, the therapy relationship is extremely personal. We're working on a variety of different needs and situations, and to be able to put a face to a name and more than just a voice is also who you're walking into to see into the office. So why don't we start that from day one?
Well, I think that it's super cool what you do because there's a lot of people out there that do suffer. They suffer in silence. They don't even know, and that's really sad. One thing that you do, and I think this is cool, that you integrate art therapy and creative and mind and body practices into it. I don't know a lot of people that do that. Can you explain what that is?
Absolutely. So on top of being a professional counselor, which we have a team of 6 of us, we are also a team of art therapists and creative arts therapists. So that's an entirely different board certification. It's another whole part of a master's degree.
Okay.
It is more effort and time, and it gives us another lens to look at someone's experience through. And also, especially when we think about working with kids or even someone with a brain injury who may have speech-related needs, we can use visual art to help us process and see so much more. So it's kind of like a little bit extra superpower as a therapist to be able to utilize to support a patient, but also have them see their experience through something visual.
You are located in the Biltmore area,
yes,
right? And I'm going to spell this out for everybody, and I hope I say it right. So it's Creative Continuum az.com, and Continuum is spelled CONTIN as in Nancy, WM as in Mary. And when I say W, I mean 2 U's.
Yes, correct.
Okay, I did that once, that's it for this time. So the phone number, which is going to be the easiest part here, is 480-526-4427.
Yes.
And you can call, you can do a consultation. I think that's the first thing, obviously, right away. Okay, so executive function is a big focus on your practice. What does that mean?
So imagine when someone comes in with a diagnosis, whether it's ADHD, autism, even anxiety and depression, which we see in a prevalent amount of people. That's what we feel. Our executive functions are the management system of how we do everything. So even if someone has a diagnosis, they may also have something happening in life at the same time. A big life transition, a divorce, they're going to college, they're trying to co-parent. So imagine doing both of those things together. We have to look at our executive functioning system. How does it all happen, or how does it not happen? And more often than not, people are coming to therapy because something is not happening.
My executive function doesn't work a lot.
The good thing is we have 7 of them. And so even things like memory and how we regulate our emotions are how our management system works.
What are they?
We have our organization, our self-awareness, our emotion regulation, And now I'm on the spot, so I have to think about all of
That's
them.
okay, but there's a lot. But there are things that we don't think about.
Mhm.
And when people are having trouble with them, is that when they say, how do they know whether they, what are the signs? For
Yeah.
children, is it different for children and adults?
It does look different. Children, I mean, their regulatory systems are still building over time, right? The brain, funny enough, is not fully developed till as close as we get to 30. So think about a 6-year-old that's still
No
got 2
wonder.
more decades to go. It might just be noticing, you're running late for work a lot more. It's harder to get out of bed. Maybe we get more brain fog. Maybe we keep forgetting things. We kind of start to give cues to our brain from how our body feels that tell us, hey, something's off.
Right. What about children, though? It's really hard to know with them, especially parents. Sometimes the parents, they may not even want to recognize it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and parents, you are your child's spidey sense. They are just learning how to regulate as they need to do it. And so if you ever have any questions, any concerns, anything just feels off, even if it's, they're starting to, go to bed later, or we see some more disruption in school, or just something feels different, it doesn't matter if you have full answers or not, that's when to reach out.
I think it's really important that you have the consultation, and as early as possible, obviously. We know that there's a lot of adults that may be diagnosed with that, but they don't even realize that's what it is. When you talk about brain fog, some of us older folks out there have brain fog. It doesn't mean that you have ADHD, but certainly I think it's a good idea with some of the things that you mentioned. Make sure, right?
Exactly. It never hurts to ask questions. We want to be able to help you be your optimal self and be at the best functioning. And so if we can help answer questions or get you in a direction that's going to find that, then that's why we're here.
Well, they're rated with the Better Business Bureau. They're located in the Biltmore area. You can check her out on her website, which is Creative Continuum. So it's CONTINUUMAZ.com. She does do free 20-minute consultations over the phone or virtually. And the phone number to call, it's 480-526-4427. So you have a growing team of clinicians and offer groups, workshops, and parent support, all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Will you please tell us a little bit about those individually? Like, for instance, your workshops. I'd love to hear about those.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously with therapy, you know that we do individual therapy, family therapy, a lot of parent training. So we break it down where the need is. But also we want to make it accessible to people wherever their needs are to be met. And workshops, we have a monthly what we call soul collage workshop. It's a collage-based art experience to be able to take care of your inner self, but through a visual metaphor. We hold that the second Sunday of every month. We have different rotating workshops too. We run an adult art therapy group that's usually 6 adults for 6 weeks. The next cohort starts on March 19th, Thursdays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. There's so many different things we have going on. Those are our regular ones, but we really try to meet our clients where they're at and different avenues that work for them.
So these different events, or whatever you call them, are coming on. They're for your clients.
Either current clients, prospective clients, anyone that it's a need for them.
So that's pretty cool. Is all that information on your website?
Absolutely. Our Instagram, our website, it's all there.
So, I think the important thing when you hear this, I know if I heard that you were offering an art therapy, who wouldn't want to do that,
It is fun.
It is, but when you sign up for that, do you ask them certain questions? It doesn't matter. Can they just come in and do it? I'm trying to dive a little
Similar
deep.
to our consults with anyone starts therapy, we want to make sure we know why they're coming in, how we can best support them, and just make sure that we're the best fit. So whether it's individual therapy or groups or workshops, that we know why they're there and we want to make sure that we're helping them the best we can.
Again, that website is Creative Continuum AZ.com, CONTIN as in Nancy, M as in Mary, AZ.com. And that phone number to call, it's 480-526-4427. Again, I really want to ask you, for the parents, I think it's hard for them to recognize some of the different things that they might look for that might make them make this phone call to you.
Absolutely. There's such a variety of things. Like I said, know what your normal day looks like, and if there's things that start to feel like they're incongruent, whether it's some anxiety or fears or concerns coming up at night, if it's teachers articulating that, behaviors or actions have changed in school, assignments are getting lost, not completed, if we see more irritability or a change in mood, if there's anything that sets off the spidey sense, say this is not how I know my child, give us a call.
Who is your youngest child? I mean, what's the
Our
age?
youngest patient just turned 4 years old.
So 4 years old.
Yes,
And just turned.
And the ability to be able to see parents in the parent coaching realm too allows us to meet parents where they're at, even if they're not ready for their kids to come in yet.
Yeah, so, and you do the coaching for the parents, and I think that is phenomenal too, because it's a family, it's a family affair once you get diagnosed. Am I agree with that?
Exactly. We work as a team in-house and out of house.
Again, she's located in the Biltmore area, rated with the Better Business Bureau. Her phone number is 480-526-4427.